7 marital truths no one ever told you. It's been a long journey, and I'm super excited that this has been really, really helpful for many of you. Now, truth number 6, that the greatest threat to the marital peace you really want is the culture of the nation. When I mention nation, think about the family that produced you. And once you don't create a right formation, your originating nation will sabotage you. I have defined marriage as the coming together of a man and a woman from two different families, or what you call nation, to build a new nation that will promote the best interest of all and whose culture will give our world rest. So the most important nation on earth remains your family, because your family is the production factor of the society. Now, the family you came out from, there were things, no matter whether you love them or you don't like them or you hate them, there were things that already been installed into you. There are programs they already installed into you. Well, have you asked yourself, how did you learn how to get angry the way you get angry? How did you learn many of the things? How did you learn to communicate? How do you, correct people? How do you, what's your body when language like when things don't go your way? What's your emotional intelligence quotient like? These are things that there was nobody that sat you down to teach you how these things work. You learned them subliminally by observation. And so when you come into marriage, you bring in that nation into that marriage. So what is killing you in your marriage is not even you. What is killing you were the programs that were unconsciously installed into you by the people that raised you. And that's why when you were born, nobody asked for your permission before you were given a name. They did not ask for your permission before your first school was chosen for you. They did not even consult your potential or the signal you were sending. They just chose a school for you. The school they chose for you exposed you to the worldview of the owners of the school, the people who drafted the curriculum. It exposed you to the worldview of the teachers, of the headmistress, the headmasters, exposed you even to the culture of your friends who sat beside you. A summary of all those people, including the environment you grew up in, and the significant emotional experience is what has produced this vision of you. So when people look at me and they say, oh, this is the best me that God could have made, it's not the total truth, because if you were born in China, born in Japan, you'll be totally, totally different from who you are right now. So when couples often have friction, it's actually the nation that produced them that is at war. So what you need to do is to understand that the nation you came out from is critical to your marital health or your marriage, because that nation has given you a belief system that defines how you process reality. That nation has given you your values. That nation has given you your memories. So there are memories you have that could be troubling your marriage. So take, for instance, your father left your mom for another woman. It might be tough for you to deal with, to trust your spouse. Even if you married an angel, it could be very, very tough for you, not because you are wicked, but you're being scripted not to trust. Where do distrust come from? Why do people accuse people? Why do people struggle even to forgive? You check their upbringing. That's why we say the foundation's a conclusion, that your future is often in your past. If you look behind you, you will find how you have become what you have become. So you want to check, what nation did you come out from? What family did you come out from? Can you describe the lifestyle in that family? Was it a first world? Was it a second world? If there is any nation to benchmark with the family you came out from, what will that nation be? That will give you a clear result of why you act the way you do and what to expect from you. What is the perception of men and women in the family you came out from? Are men and women equal, or men are superior to women? Because that could have subliminally placed certain things in you. Who should submit between a husband and a wife, or between a man and a woman in the family you came out from? Who is superior between a husband and the wife in the family you came out from? What known nation, I mentioned that before now, exactly is like your originating nation? Now, if you mention, sometimes I do these sessions and people mention Haiti, people mention Togo, people mention Benin Republic, then you already know what to expect. So when you say this person is scattered, he doesn't have a plan for the future, the family he came out from did not school him or script him to have plan for the future, right? So they are not wicked. They are simply PhD holders of the school that produced them, which is their family. Now, them to change this, you now need to ask, what existing nation will you want to buy if you have the power, and what does that mean? That will begin to show you a roadmap of what you need to change. It takes me about 11 months to work with families on creating new systems or creating another outlook. And sometimes when I want to work with people to change their personal reality, it takes me about 13 weeks of intensive coaching in what we call human engineering programming to help them create a new reality about their life. I hope this has been helpful, because let me tell you, the demon you are looking for is within you. Programs, systems, patterns that the nation, the family you came out from, installed in you. Some of them, pain, which has caused you trauma. They are shouting. These were programs that were already installed. That's why you find yourself that many of the things you used to accuse your parents of, your children are already accusing you of the same. It just shows you that nothing seems to have changed. You have simply carried out the programs that they installed in you. But guess what? The good news is you can install these programs. I can work with you to uninstall them and create a new outcome for yourself. I love you. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.